does look a lot better when I have that little light on. Alrighty, so I'm a few days late on this, so I do apologize. But I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts on the Rangers lines. So, obviously, also ignore the power play lines. That's what I made. That's not what's being run. There was a little bit of, not outrage, but there was certainly some head scratching going on when Gallant announced the lines and the way he has them organized. And to tell you the truth, I kind of loved them right off the rip. It almost follows the exact template I drew up. The only thing that was different was where Blay, Krabby, and Kako were playing. Literally, it was swap Blay. This is what I had, right? That's literally all I did different. That's all I did different. But instead, it's just that. I actually really do like these lines. That was a really loud neck pop. That felt nice. So, dude, I love this. I love that the kid line's still together. I love that Krabby's on the second line. I think Blay is going to be awesome. I'm going to lower that brightness a little bit. I think Blay's going to fit in perfect on that first line. The fourth line, maybe a bit of a work in progress. I'd like to see how Carpenter and Reeves do in the preseason. I've got a really funny feeling that Carpenter may have his spot taken by Rydal, or Rydal, however you pronounce it. And there's no guarantee that Reeves is getting that fourth line right wing spot. He could be outplayed by Dryden Hunt. Gauthier, who knows? Ottman, Colley, there's a lot of Trevino. There's a lot of guys that could certainly make a case to make this team over Reeves or other players. So we'll get to that part later. Right now what we're talking about is what we have at hand. So I love Blay on that top line because obviously Mika and Kreider, the offense in that first line is going to run through them. And with the offense running through them, you need to muck in the corners, a Jesper Foss type, if you will. And I think Blay could fill that role. Let Blay muck in the corners. He's got good enough hands and a good enough shot to where he can finish and set up plays. I just think that's a match made in heaven on that top line. People wanted Lafreniere on that top line. I think that's an awful idea. I'm sorry. I think if Lafreniere is on a line, the offense needs to run through Lafreniere. And if he's on the top line playing on his off wing, the offense is not running through him. It's running through Zibanejad, it's running through Kreider, and then it runs through. I'm sorry, Lafreniere is not a complimentary piece. He needs to be the guy on the line that he's playing on. And I think on the kid line, he is the guy and needs to stay that way. For the second line, Krabby being on that line with Trocheck and Panarin, I mean, seriously, this is like a role reversal, right? So you have Panarin as Panarin, right? Kravtsov essentially fills Ryan Strom's role, hopefully not in the way he misses open nets, but in the way he sets up plays, and Trocheck picks up the garbage in front of the net. I did a video talking about Trocheck a while ago. If you just go through and watch Trocheck highlights and where all of Trocheck's goals are scored on, I don't think he scored a single goal last season or the season before that wasn't literally between the crease and the hash marks. He crowds in front of that and he scores all his goals and gets all his points in the dirty areas. So I think that works out perfect. You have a shooter on the left side, you got a shooter on the right side, you got Trocheck mucking in the middle of the ice. That line could seriously be fucking damaging down the line. I mean, Kravtsov, for all we know, Kravtsov is still young. He's only 22 years old. Kravtsov could very well become just a taller Pavel Buchnevich if you give him enough time and the right development. Let's fingers crossed that works out that way, but time will tell. But I love him on that line, dude. I'm actually excited as hell to see him on that line. And because I think he could really do some damage, dude, with the hands, the size, and all that shit. Oh, God, I'm excited to watch that line. The kid line's the kid line. I mean, they played too well in the playoffs to split them up, in my opinion. I think splitting them would have been a huge mistake after the way they played together. I mean, they were buzzing. Seriously, arguably carried our team to the first and maybe part of the second round. So, I don't know. I am A-okay with the kid line sticking together. I mean, they were on some shit. The fourth line, don't read too much into the fourth line because, like I said, I think this is the safest bet to what the fourth line is going to look like going into the season. But despite me saying this being the safest bet, I don't really think it's going to be the fourth line. I've got a really funny feeling that Rydal and Hunt or Trevino or someone, maybe not Trevino because he's more of a goal scorer. He's probably not built for a fourth line role, but I got just a funny little inkling, a funny little feeling that one or two guys maybe are going to sneak into that fourth line. Obviously, the defense doesn't change. The only thing that changes is Jones isn't over Nemeth. Oh, what a shame. And now for the power play. I want to talk power play for a second. People were talking about Trocheck taking Strome spot on the power play. I don't think that happens. The reason I don't think that happens is because Trocheck on the power play would be filling the role that would have been voided if Kreider would have not been here. Trocheck is a front of the net menace. He's not setting up plays the way Ryan Strome was. He's not snapping around those passes like Strome was. Trocheck is a muck in front of the net guy. And that's Kreider on this unit. You're not putting Kreider on the one-timer side. The guy just had 50-something goals last year. 52 goals, what the fuck it was. Yeah, not taking him out of that spot. I hate to break it to you. So, on the top unit, if I was building it, and this is not where they line up. This is just how they are positionally once they're set up. So obviously Zibanejad's taking the face off. The only reason I have him on the left side is because that's where he's taking his one-timer. So just before everyone fucking reams me in the comments, just know that's why this is set up the way it is. So you got Zibanejad on his one-timer side. You got Fox, Kreider in the middle, Panarin on the right. I threw Lafreniere at the point. You talk about a guy that could snap it around and a left-handed shot that could take one-timers. I'm just saying. You could probably swap Panarin and Lafreniere because Panarin tends to hover right around here. So either way, who gives a hoot? This is just the unit that I had set out, and I actually think it's a quite good one. The second unit leaves a little bit to be desired. To tell you the truth, I personally wouldn't put Trouba on there. I'd rather Zach Jones there, but they're not going to not put Trouba there, I guess would be the right way to explain it. Either way. Krabby, Trocheck, Kakko, Trouba, Miller. Kakko is your one-timer on the left side. Trouba is your Kakko is your one-timer on the right side. Trouba is your one-timer on the left side. Krabby setting up plays. Trocheck's mucking down low. Miller's your wheels, so you don't fucking get 100 odd-man rushes and give up a million shorthanded goals. But yeah, I love these lines. I seriously, I think that these lines could take us pretty far. Like this, I like it. I like it. That's all. That's really all I had to say. I don't have much time. I actually got to get back to school. But you guys comment below your thoughts on these lines, the way I presented the lines. What do you think about the power play lines? Do you disagree with Gallan's lines? Do you disagree with the power play lines I set out? What do you think? You guys comment below your thoughts, and I'll try to respond to you all as always. Let's make this fun. This season's right around the corner. The Rangers will be playing the New York Islanders in 3 days and 4 hours. 76 more hours. We are so close to watching Rangers hockey. I know it's just preseason, but hockey is fucking hockey, baby. I'm excited. Y'all comment below your thoughts on everything I asked a minute ago. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you on the next one. There is a big video coming out shortly, hopefully within the next week and change here. It will be with Statboy Steven again, doing our lesser known prospects review. Hopefully it'll be out in the next week, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Y'all see it soon, I promise you, though. It is coming. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.